And my kids are sleeping in the next room. So, and why does it look like I have blonde hair right there? That's so weird. Today is a huge sale at Pretty Little Patriot, my fashion brand. Everything's 30% off the whole site. No code needed. And then we're having a big fabulous Friday floor sale from 2 to 8 tonight. So today's a big day. I gotta go. I got all kinds of stuff to do. It's gonna be a big day. So I missed yesterday. I'm gonna start this day off right with the devotion on. Okay. And I had family in town. So like everything's chaos. All right, guys, give me 10 minutes. Let's do a devotional together. Important pieces. The king will answer and say to them, truly I say to you, to the extent that you did it to one of these brothers of mine, even the least of them, you did to me. Matthew 25:40. I would say that sounds like it could be good and bad. I was hungry. Jesus will say one day, sitting on his glorious throne with all the people of the nations gathered before him, I was hungry, I was thirsty, I was a stranger, naked, in prison. Matthew 25:35-36. And what did we do with all those needs? With all that suffering? With all the examples of pain and loss all over the world? The coldness of heart and vaunted view of self that may have held will be sliced thin at Christ's word. You gave me nothing to eat, nothing to drink, did not invite me in, did not clothe me, did not visit me. Verses 42-43. It was him all along, cloaked behind the veil of the marginalized and disenfranchised. We could have done something, anything. Take a look around you, your home and the tasks to be done there, at your job and the assignments to be completed there, at your church and the service to be fulfilled there, in your community and the needs surfacing there. In each of these small circles, there is something a willing, compassionate heart must be willing to contribute. The Lord calls his children, bestowed with spiritual resources and lavished with his grace, beyond their own comfortable circle of blessing into spaces where others' needs abound. He is calling you to open your heart more fully to him so that you can minister with even greater compassion to those he brings to mind out of your love and gratitude for what he's done for you. No act of service is too small. The little piece you do matters. Every piece matters. They're like ripples of water circling outward from a skipped rock. Everything you do creates an impact somewhere else you cannot see, but it's part of the big picture that God is putting together. I'm going to read that again. I'm going to read it again. Everything you do creates an impact somewhere else you cannot see, but it's part of the big picture that God is putting together, good and bad. Everything that we do, every small act of kindness, every smile, every mean word, if you flip the bird at people when you drive by, all of it creates an impact somewhere else that you can't see, but it's part of a bigger picture. The butterfly effect is a God thing, okay? Your effort may not get written up in the newspaper. What you do might not guarantee the comprehensive end of poverty in your city or ensure that no one goes to bed cold on a wintry night, right? They're not saying you need to cure homelessness to be concerned with one homeless person. Think small. All the crises will never be fully resolved in this cruel and fallen world. And yet it's our privilege, our joy, our mandate to extend Christ's love to others in a tangible, practical way. Yes, God is moving everywhere, in homeless shelters, in inner cities, among street children and AIDS patients, with unwed mothers and victims of sex trafficking. But one of those everywheres is the square footage where you and your local church live and care and help and minister, as well as in your prayer closet. Yours is a little piece of a big, masterful puzzle that connects together all these global efforts and supernaturally connects each of us to each other in Jesus' mighty name. So, do it, give it, extend it, support it, serve it, care for it, be a part of it. Whatever God has given you to do it with all of your heart and passion, because even the least is great when you do it for his sake. Luke 9:48. Whoever receives this child in my name receives me, and whoever receives me receives him who sent me. Him being God, the Lord Almighty, the Alpha and Omega. Whoever receives this child in my name receives me, and whoever receives me receives him who sent me. He speaks to me. Apply this to your life. Ask the Lord to open your eyes to a need within your current sphere of influence. What can you offer today to bring blessing and practical sustenance to that person or issue? I'm going to start. Okay. This to me seems like not a big deal, doing a daily devotional every day. Especially when I'm censored right now, which I am. Very censored. To me, it's like daunting. Like, why am I doing this? Not that many people even see it. And yet the Lord has continued to poke me about doing it, making it. Listen, it says, ask the Lord to open your eyes to a need within your current sphere of influence. My influence is literally right here online. My influence is Instagram. So to wake up and to take 10 to 15 minutes out of my day to do this doesn't seem like a big sacrifice. And it honestly doesn't seem like it's that effective while I'm being censored by Meta. But it matters. And a few times I've had people message me after my devotionals and say, I really needed to hear that devotional today. And this is obviously not my word. This is pre-written by someone who is called into ministry, right? The Lord knows that the message may be small, the audience may be small, and it may not be a big sacrifice for me. But this is what he's asked me to do in my sphere of influence. And guess what? It matters. It totally matters. I'm going to cry. I'm preaching to myself. It totally matters that I do this. Thank you, Lord, for affirming that it matters. Okay. The whole house of Israel, all of them, will serve me in the land. There I will accept them. Ezekiel 20:40. All right, guys. I don't often get emotional, so you're welcome for that. Tomorrow is day 51. Known by his stripes. I also have my daily, my women's Bible study tomorrow morning. Just remembered that. So if you want to join a full women's Bible study, the same author, Priscilla Shearer, that did this one, she does a women's Bible study called The Armor of God. And let me tell you, it's so good. If you want to join that, that is a Zoom, and that's for women only. And the registration link is register.galatiansgirl.com. And you can find that link in the link in my bio. Registration required, otherwise you don't get the link to join the Zoom. So, all right, guys. See ya tomorrow.